Hi, I am going to film a get ready with me. And I did get some editing software and I think I know how to put it all together. I practiced on I uploaded a song called Ghost that I wrote in 2007, and I practiced a little bit how to edit. So you'll see that. I hope you'll listen to the song. And hi, I'm Cami. I'm a yoga therapist and a certified coach, mostly helping people heal from trauma, disasters, that kind of thing. And I'm learning how to do the YouTube stuff. So today's a get ready with me, and I think I know how to put everything together. So what you see here is I wear these light masks. So right now I've got it's on my neck. I have some arthritis in my neck, and also I'm healing the skin on my back. So this red light, there's a fair amount of research to support it. So I already did it on my face. I've shown you that before on this channel. So I already did it on my face. Now I'm doing it on my back. Yeah, so we're doing a get ready with me. Now I'm just gonna make my bed, because for me, part of getting ready, and I've talked about this before too, but part of getting ready is what I do during the day really supports me for the night, what's gonna happen in the night. And making my bed, for me, is a big part of that. So I'm gonna go make my bed, and then I'll wash my face. Do you need to see me wash my face? My products aren't like exciting. I think I'll just wait and I'll do makeup with you. I like watching other people put their makeup on. So I'm gonna wash my face. I just use very basic, very gentle products you can get at the drugstore, Cetaphil, CeraVe, that kind of stuff. And I put moisturizer on, and then a lot of sunscreen. And I actually really like wearing makeup. I always have liked wearing makeup. It's fun to me. And it helps to wear makeup because I've got all this sunscreen on. But I also just like wearing makeup. So I think the next time I see you this morning is sitting here. So I have this little spot in my yoga studio where I do my makeup. Yeah, I think that's where I'll come back. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Of course, I have to remember the beverages, because that's just a huge part of getting ready for me. So I've got, I'm gonna make some green tea mint. I put these things together, some sulfur, and then just detox teas and heart. This has hibiscus, these are CCF teas, Ayurvedic teas. I'll have some mint in there, and then some more detox stuff, some matcha. I don't actually drink this because I don't tolerate dairy, but I like the canister. So I mix matcha and golden milk powder. I also wanted to point out, here's my simmer pot. And I say this in my book, Cook Along with Cami. You gotta be really careful. So I already burnt my little pinky today because my burner, I put on high, but I put on the dual side. And then that got this hot, both sides. And then this cutting board was there, and then another pan was there. And then I realized what I did, and I was pulling it away, and I burned my pinky a little bit. So this is single high. I get it going, and then I turn it off. And I talk about all of that in that cook along book. So I do a lot of batch cooking. You have to be really careful. You have to be really careful. And I chop all these vegetables all the time. And you just, you don't want to lose limbs and digits and stuff. Okay, so this is all the teas, but I'm going to make this green tea in here. and then turn it into iced tea. Hi, so I have eaten breakfast and washed my face and done that ice thingy and pulled up my hair. I've got all my sunscreen on, and now I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup. And this isn't a tutorial because, you know, you didn't come here for a makeup tutorial from me. There are people who are really good at that. But I do like putting foundation on these days. I never used to really use it. I mean, not never, but it wasn't like something I always did. But I like it. I feel like it kind of protects my skin, and this is really nice foundation. And I don't buy foundation with sunscreen because I put on quite a lot of sunscreen and I need it to be separate, and then I let it sink in a little bit. This is how my grandma Nixon, my grandma Nixon just showed me. She put her foundation on like this, and that's how we do it. I don't like using the brushes and the sponges and all that stuff. I just like using my own hands. And I'm not pressing really hard. I'm kind of pressing in and then up a little bit, and I just feel like it protects my skin, and it feeds my skin, and because I've got that sunscreen on, it just helps my skin look more like skin and not sunscreen. I like to do a little bit on my eyebrows. Just a little. I just draw a few little. I'm looking at my mirror here is what I'm looking at. But I just draw a few little hairs in, and then I brush them out. I never really did anything with my eyebrows either. Not too much. Again, not never, but like it wasn't a huge thing until probably my 40s. The one thing I'm really, really grateful for is that I didn't pluck my eyebrows very much at all. When I was in middle school, I shaved them. I didn't shave them off, but I shaved them right here. I shaved them a little bit right here. But I'm glad I never plucked them too much. Tiny bit. I really love Lisa Eldridge makeup, so I'm using a lot of her stuff. I think I'm just gonna put on, get my magnifier one a little bit. So just using a very, very basic lip pencil. She has a whole bunch of tutorials about, like, you know, when you get closer to my age and beyond, all of this starts to come down, like the ligaments and stuff start to come down. And so it looks like, and so she has this whole tutorial about how to help your mouth look happy, not sad, because I'm happier now at this part of my life than I was before, and I try to make the outside match the inside as much as I can, but you know, it's not possible. So I just did that little bit of pencil. Let's see, that one was called Intrigue, and it's getting quite short. Yeah, I have 3 of her pencils. I really like them. Maybe I'll put a little bit of color right here. This one is called Myth. And I like using pencil. I lick my lips all the time. You probably noticed. I put lip product on my lips all the time, constantly, Something I learned from Dr. Dre. I learned a lot of my skincare from Dr. Dre and Lisa Eldridge. They are helping me so much. But there are products, you probably know this already, but there are products, these are both from Neutrogena, that are lip sunscreen. You guys, so I put sunscreen on my lips too, just when I'm doing my whole face, but I just didn't even know how important that was. And it's so important to get sunscreen on our eyes too. So when I did my sunscreen, I put it all over. So, you know, I'll be applying lip stuff, but right now I'm gonna do lipstick. You know, I really like Lisa Eldridge's Kitten Mischief. So I'm just gonna do, oh, and you know what? Here's our Kitten Mischief. She's sleeping in her little baby seat by the heater. She's 17 and her name is Mischief. She's not a kitten. These are my baby hairs that are growing back from where I used to have bald spots. You guys, it's really possible to grow our hair back and heal our skin. So I've just put a little bit of that on, and then I like using whatever lipstick as a blush. Let that warm up a little bit. And then I'll just stick with all Lisa stuff. She has these eye palettes. So this one is also Myth, I think. Yeah, Myth. So I'm gonna use this. This is like my go-to. It's a really, really nice neutral shade. So I'm just gonna put it, just doing a simple little thing here. I really like putting makeup on. We're gonna go dancing tonight, so I will kind of change it. Again, now that I'm this age, I tend to draw things sort of up and out. And I love watching Lisa's tutorials. I watch Wayne Goss. I watch this woman, Alexandra Anili, I think. So I really like all of that. I learn a lot. So I'm not super well lit, and I didn't put a mic on because I didn't have a mic on for the first bit of footage. So I'm just doing that. And then I'll put a little bit of this dark purple right on the outer edge and up a little bit. Can you see? Yeah, a little bit on the outer edge and up. I still put stuff on my bottom lashes sometimes. Like I still put stuff down here, shadow and liner and all that. Sometimes it does look different when we're this age. It does. But I still like to do that. It's kind of part of my personality sometimes, and I like to have very sweet looks, and I like to have a little bit edgy looks sometimes. So it's kind of building up. And then she has this really cool color in here that I like. It's a brighter purple one, and I just put that right in the middle. You know how Chrissy Hynde, you know who Chrissy Hynde is? She's amazing. And she's just been doing her makeup like, meh. She's like, F it. Do what I want. Which is nice. It's a nice part of being this age. Not gonna lie. So I just, I let that warm up, that little bit of blush. I don't do a lot with like contour and bronzer. I have some contour and bronzer and I try it, but I don't know. To me, it just ends up making me look kind of muddy. I know I'm not doing it right. So now I'm just putting a little bit of an eyeliner here. I do like to put it on my upper waterline. That's like my favorite thing. Now, I used to always put blue, nautical blue from either Maybelline or CoverGirl down here. I don't do it down on the bottom that often. And I'm sure this just wears off really quickly, but I do like to do it. I hope it's not bad for my eyes. And then when I get to the corner, I just pull it out a tiny bit. And as I'm doing this, my foundation, and I keep my hands really clean. My foundation comes into the little lines here, and that gives me a chance to just kind of touch it up, kind of press it back in, up and in. Yeah, so I just, I kind of keep blending. And then I really like doing, this is before I was watching any of the makeup tutorials or anything like that. But I like having my eyeliner just be eyeshadow. Cause like, I don't know. Back in the day, I used to do a lot with like liquid liner and stuff. But that is one thing that I've let go pretty much at this phase of my life. I don't feel like it translates well for me. And like, our eyes do change, they change shape, everything kind of comes down and you lose some fat pads and stuff. Let me find a clean finger. And so, I don't know, I feel like I want to work with what I have, which is what I did, in my teens and 20s and 30s. I want to work with what I have, accentuate what I have. And that includes the new and the, like, be here now, So another thing I'm really enjoying is there's like this trend towards, you do a little bit of a sparkle. So she has these two little sparkles here. I think I'll do the more clear one. And I'll just do a tiny bit. Tiny bit. You probably will not even be able to see this, but yeah. For me, taking this time with myself and putting on makeup that I enjoy, it helps me celebrate where I am and who I am and what part of my journey I'm on. I certainly did this as a teenager and in my 20s and 30s. 30s less so. 30s and 40s, I didn't wear very much makeup at all. That was part of my deal. Like I've talked to you about, I really wasn't even brushing my hair much. It wasn't ratted and I was just kind of bohemian, and that's fine. But it's like, it was a conscious choice, and why wouldn't I just keep doing it now? And I was at this yoga, if I want to, you don't have to, but I want to, I like it. So why wouldn't I just keep doing it? Again, I tend to keep things on my top lashes now. I used to I'll put a little on the bottom, but I don't know if it's, oh well. I don't know if the formulas have changed or what. My lashes have changed, who knows? But I don't usually put them on the bottom for obvious reasons. So I was at this yoga therapy thing for 5 days. It was awesome, so cool. And, there was just a comment made about like, you know, I don't want women to participate in their own oppression. It's like, yeah, that's great. I don't feel oppressed when I'm putting on makeup. I feel playful and happy. And like I'm spending time with myself. You know, it's important to me that I don't do things that hurt me. Like I feel like putting on false eyelashes and stuff would likely hurt me over time. You know, I want to keep what I have. I want to enhance what I have. I'll put castor oil and Vaseline and stuff, you know, on my lashes sometimes. I want to take care. So now I'm just taking off that extra little bit of mascara that got clumpy. You know, but like with you know, false lashes, I love them. Like I used to wear them on stage. Sometimes at dance I'll wear them, but that only like if we're doing like an exhibition or something. So I don't feel oppressed when I'm putting on makeup. And I don't feel like it's something I have to do for anyone else. I like it. It's part of me. It's part of me. And it's kind of like what I've been talking about with clothing too, and hair, and like you're doing something sweet with your hair or that you like. Sometimes, you know, I'm just gonna put on a little bit of bronzer just because I was dissing on the bronzer. But now I'm gonna put on a little bit of bronzer. Just because if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't feel like you have to like try to make yourself look like an age that you're not, because it's not going to work anyway. And then I do like this little, it's a blush that is again just kind of my natural color, like if I were gonna blush. And I just keep it high. I do a little bit, you know, I keep it pretty simple. I've learned like the contour and where to put it, but it just doesn't work for me. And then I like to put some right in here, right on top, right in here. And then you gotta keep your brushes clean. It's another reason I don't use a lot of brushes, is you gotta keep them clean. So, you know, if you wanna wear makeup, wear makeup. I used to get so many comments because I was like running in these different circles. I was running in, you know, helping people recover from rape and trauma. And, you know, I've always kind of done work like that. And so sometimes you're with people who just don't believe in makeup, and that's fine. But it's like, I like makeup. It doesn't mean I can't help people recover from disasters. You know what I mean? So, yeah, did I forget anything? I don't know. I might even look better without it. But I like it. Okay, so get ready with me. There it is. I'm ready for my day. Got my little baby hairs. Love them. It's really helping that I'm keeping my hair kind of covered and up. And I've got my sunscreen on, and I think that's it, right? This'll get licked off, and when I drink my tea and stuff, it'll go, and then I'll just be putting on this sunscreen stuff on top of it. But I don't know, did you like the colors? They're kind of neutral-y, tiny little pink tone. And then on my eyes, it's more purple-y type of colors. My eyes are hazel. My skin is very, very fair now because I am healing it and letting it just be completely protected from the sun, and it's really healing. And so again, I'm learning, you know, I was always really tan before, back in the day. And then I had like the residual of that in my skin tone, even though I stopped tanning and was using sunscreen and some protective clothing and stuff. I still had a lot of excess pigment, I guess is what I'm learning. You know, and then the shape changes over time. Things change. Yeah, but we get to celebrate who we are. So in some ways, the older I get, the younger I get. Okay, bye. Another thing that's a little funny about how, oh, it's Cami from the future. Another thing that's funny about having that makeup on is that I think because I have so much moisturizer and sunscreen on that like my makeup doesn't really stay. It's funny. Anyway, did you like this? Please like the video. Like it.